It's been so long. I hope I remember how to do this. Hey YouTube, hope you're still there. It's been a long time since I've done one of these videos. If you recall the last videos I brought out, probably about 2 months ago, I was having some problems, what with a leaking roof and other things going on in the house. Since then, we've had to have the roof repaired. We've had to have the whole loft redone and resorted. We've redecorated all of our living space, which is brilliant, but it was all down to water damage and damp and other problems that have been in effect. So unfortunately life got in the way. That hasn't stopped me ordering and buying and looking for Halloween things that have been out there on the market. And today we're 199 days till Halloween, so hopefully within the next 3 months we'll start getting things back in the stores. But we've still been buying things, and I got a nice delivery today. It's something I ordered a while ago through a great company called EMP, which do lots of alternative and kind of rocky clothes and stuff. But these, as you've seen from the title, are more Funko Pops. So EMP always well packaged, well kind of sort out when they come through. And these are Slipknot Funko Pops. And at the moment there is 3 that are available, which is a great start. They're not potentially the figures that I would have picked. I wouldn't have chose these members of the band potentially, but let's see what they look like. So I'll just dig in and grab one. So the first one that we're going to drag out is Sid. Sid Wilson is the percussionist, and this is his newest form that he is in. And I'll open these up and I'll get these out and have a really good look. But yeah, he's a bit plain, and yeah, I maybe would have done a Sid, maybe an earlier Sid. Next that I've dragged out is Corey Taylor. Again, from the newest kind of phase with his newest mask, which isn't one of my favourites, but it does seem to have, it does kind of seem to kind of be the opaquey plastic which is on there. And last but not least is Craig Jones. Again, cool member, but possibly not one of the first 3 that spring to mind when I think of Slipknot. Sorry, I'll show you guys first. I think the small nubbins on the suit, on the helmet even, they're supposed to be huge nails. That looks a bit more cartoony, let's say. Personally, if it was me, I would have gone for a clown, Sean Kramer. I think there's so much you could play about with and so much you could do with the clown masks that would work so well. I guess the benefit of Slipknot and the benefit of what they've done is there's so many options, and there's been so much evolution and changes, not just with album cycles, but within the album cycles, that you could change the masks that are through there. And it's nice to have an official kind of Slipknot figurine and something to hold in your hands. And I'm guessing it's the licensing, and I'm guessing it's they want to promote the images that they're portraying at the minute, but maybe self-titled and Iowa, to me, they were a bigger, better beast of a band back then. But let me get these opened up and we'll get a close look to see what the figures actually look like themselves. I don't normally open my Funkos, but my Funko Rocks, I take them out of the boxes because they go with my CDs and things, which are upstairs. CDs, do you remember them? I still collect them. Yeah, give me 2 seconds, I'll be back. Right, so I've opened them up and I've had a little look, and they're actually a lot better out of the box when you can actually have a proper look at them. We'll start with the Corey. As I said, the mask is see-through. It is a lot like the mask that he's currently wearing at the minute. There's loads of detail that kind of goes through on the suit as well. He's got a small, tiny Slipknot logo on his shirt. I think really like the way his hands are in front and the sleeves of his jacket are down the side, and again, really small Slipknot logo. one of the logos, and then the Slipknot S again on the other sleeve. There is lots of tiny details in there. Maybe I would have liked it more if he went through periods of time where he wore face makeup underneath the mask as well, which changed the look of it for different tours. I know he did that at Donington, at Download, when we saw them. He kind of looked a bit like a scary panda. So yeah, the detail in it is great. The hair is brilliant. The paint job is spectacular as well. I can't really fault the paint job. It's just not the Corey kind of, which I'd like to see. I'd like to see self-titled with the dreadlocks and the modified ghost glow mask, or yeah, one of the other Coreys would be my preference. So second, we've got Craig. Again, loads and loads of details. He's got his little tiny number on his sleeve. He's got the barcode on the back of his jumpsuit, the little Slipknot S tribal logo. These are a bit small and comical, which is what I don't like if they were a bit longer, but again, it's a toy and you can't maybe get those details in there. I don't know why they went with the blue. The other guys are all in black, and the band have done some great things on this album cycle where they've all wore white or things. I don't recall a blue jumpsuit, but hey, it makes them slightly different from the other two, but as a band you kind of want them coherent and kind of the same. The paint job isn't the best. It would be nice to have some details actually on the zipper. It's just kind of a plain straight line. There's nothing on his kind of on the front of his jumpsuit. Yeah, he's okay. Maybe a 6 out of 10. Corey is better than Craig, I guess. And then finally there's Sid, and Sid does have the most detail actually in his clothing. He's got the tiny Slipknot S logo again on his jacket. He's got a little tiny barcode on his sleeve, the little 0, which is his number, on his hood, and the crossed out barcode on the back. And again, a little tiny Slipknot S, which I don't think the camera's going to focus on his sleeve. But the face just looks like a man showing his teeth. But that is kind of what his mask is. His mask is currently himself. It's his own. It's a mask of his own face, if that makes sense. But again, I think he's got like 3 or 4 variations of this mask that he currently wears, and it's just a bit simple. It would have been nice to have seen, not my favourite member, but a V-Man. The mask he wears is awesome. Or a Jay Weinberg. The drummer. He's got some great things. And Clown. I think everyone wants to see a Clown. And if you want to take it back even further, take it back to the original guys. Give us an original Joey Jordison, or give us a Paul Gray. Those guys are amazing. The pig mask, or the Joey in just the plain white, or even with the kind of the 3 stripes down the eyes, or when he had the really long kind of tree tentacles and he wore the crown of thorns and things. There's so much that Funko could go ahead with these guys and kind of work through, but I understand it's imaging rights and licensing rights. And hey, 3 is better than none, I guess. Hopefully we'll start to see maybe some of the other members and some of the other possibly earlier outfits and earlier masks if they do the pop albums which they've started to release. That might be a cool way of doing it. They'd be crazy expensive if they stick 9 members in there, but it's something maybe for the future. And maybe it would have been nice possibly to have seen maybe some instruments or something to go along with them. Corey maybe with a microphone, and maybe Sid with his own deck set or something like that. But then Craig would need his own deck set as well. But yeah, why go for the 2 DJs and the singer? Why not bring one of the guitarists through? Yeah, a Jim would be great as well. Or a Mick with his dead eyes and the yeah. But hey, we've got three. Three is better than none. I will get some close-ups of these guys and let you see them. Thank you for tuning in and hanging around if you're still about. Apologies for not being around. As I said, life just unfortunately gets right in the way. I have got lots of other things which have been ordered, which hopefully will be arriving soon. I did find 2 videos which I recorded maybe about 6 weeks ago that I'd never put out, so I'm going to put them out after this one. As I said, we've got 199 days now till Halloween. It's come around so quick from last year, and hopefully the amount of things that we're able to get this year will better what we got in 2021. I hope everyone stayed safe. I hope everyone's doing amazingly well. I hope the world starts to open up more normal and you can start getting out there and finding things yourself. I hope everyone has been able to keep well and everyone's families and everything are all good. And that kind of leaves me to sign off as normal. Until next time, guys, take care.